In the time of ancient Greek society, the male citizen stood tall, enjoying full legal rights, voting privileges, and property ownership. Yet, this society comprised diverse social groups, each with its defined roles, creating a mosaic of interactions and movements, especially during times of stress like wars. Picture the society as a canvas painted with various groups. Male citizens. Aristocrats, aristoi, the elite class, wealthy and powerful, controlling political positions. Poorer farmers are citizens with less fertile land, often residing in villages for protection. Middle class like artisans and traders are engaged in business, manufacturing, and trade. Women, belonging to all male citizen groups but lacking citizen rights. Main roles centered around home life, child-rearing, and limited indoor activities. And slaves are douloi, with civil or military duties, non-residents or foreign residents, below male citizens in status. While male citizens held a privileged position, distinctions existed within this group. Aristoi, the wealthiest, owned prime land and controlled political power. The perioikoi, with less productive land, formed a secondary class, residing in villages. The middle class, artisans, and traders, brought economic vibrancy but faced limitations in rising to political power. Despite these divisions, some individuals could move between classes through wealth accumulation or face downward mobility due to bankruptcy, illness, or other factors. Women, although an integral part of society, had limited rights compared to men. They couldn't vote, own land, or inherit. Marriage, usually arranged by fathers, marked a woman's transition to the household of her husband, and her primary role was child-rearing. Spartan women, however, enjoyed unique privileges, participating in physical training and owning land. Marriages were typically arranged, emphasizing virginity, repudiation by the husband, the wife leaving the family home, or the bride's father reclaiming her were grounds for marriage termination. Widowed women were expected to marry close male relatives to preserve family property. Beyond citizen women, other classes, like sex workers, added complexity to the societal fabric. Brothel prostitutes and higher-class prostitutes played distinct roles, with the latter often forming lasting relationships with married men. In ancient Greece, the journey from childhood to adulthood was an intricate tapestry of education, physical training, and societal expectations. For the children of citizens, education unfolded in schools where the foundation comprised reading, writing, and mathematics. As young minds absorbed these basics, the curriculum expanded to include literature, poetry, and music, especially the enchanting tunes of the lyre. Athletic pursuits became a cornerstone, molding young bodies and fostering discipline. In the rigorous city of Sparta, the molding began early. Boys as tender as 7 were assembled under the watchful eyes of older youths, subjected to strenuous physical training to forge resilience. In Athens, young citizens between 18 and 20 embarked on civil and military service, deepening their education in politics, rhetoric, and culture. The young maidens, too, embraced a similar education but with a focus on dancing, gymnastics, and musical prowess, preparing them for their roles in family life. A distinctive facet of youth upbringing was pederasty. This intricate relationship between an adult and an adolescent transcended mere physicality, transforming into a mentorship. The older partner, drawing from worldly experiences, became a guide, imparting wisdom to the eager young minds. In the bustling tapestry of Greek society, laborers constituted a substantial segment, overshadowing even the slave population. Notable among them were the helots of Sparta, semi-free workers reliant on their employers. Unlike slaves, helots were not property to be sold but rather lived with their families. In arrangements with landowners, they contributed a portion of their produce while retaining the rest. The terms varied, providing a delicate balance between obligation and benefit. However, the helots lived in a perpetual state of insecurity, devoid of legal status, often subjected to harsh treatment, and periodically purged to maintain fear and subservience. In moments of conflict, helots were called to serve in the armed forces, offering a potential route to escape their status and ascend to intermediary social groups. This category included children born to parents of mixed status, such as a citizen father and a helot mother. Integral yet marginalized, slaves were an accepted facet of Greek urban life, acquired through various means: war, conquest, kidnapping, or purchase, they were deemed life's unfortunate. Philosophers like Aristotle sought to justify this societal structure, propounding the notion of the inherent inferiority of slaves, attributing it to their environment and inherited traits. This belief, intertwined with the Greeks' conviction of their superior environment, characteristics, and bloodline, solidified the concept of a born ruling class. Within the city-states, the presence of slaves, known as douloi, was pervasive yet challenging to quantify accurately. Estimates suggested that anywhere from 15 to 40% of the population might be slaves. While not every citizen possessed a personal slave, the desire to own them was woven into the very fabric of social status. Whether owned privately or by the state for municipal projects like mining or policing, slaves were integral to daily life. The dynamics between slaves and owners mirrored the timeless interplay of contempt, distrust, and abuse from owners, countered by the contempt, theft, and sabotage of the enslaved. Greek plays hinted at this, showcasing the floggings but also emphasizing the potential for kindness and incentives in slave management. Slavery extended across myriad occupations, encompassing home duties, agriculture, industry, mines, transportation, banking, and even entertainment and the armed forces. Despite the hardships, there glimmered a possibility of freedom. Some industrious slaves, particularly those in manufacturing, could amass savings to purchase their freedom. Soldiers, who served valiantly, might also earn freedom from the state. The hope for liberation flickered amid the harsh realities. Beyond the confines of slavery, Greek polis harbored free foreigners, known as xenoi, who migrated from various regions, bringing valuable skills in pottery and metalworking. These individuals, registering their residence, formed a recognized class called metics or metoikoi. Despite residing lower in status than full citizens, metics enjoyed guest citizenship by providing local sponsors, paying taxes, contributing to festivals, and, at times, joining military endeavors. Suspicions and prejudices against foreign barbarians lingered in literary sources. Nevertheless, instances arose where metoikoi, displaying loyalty and contributions, ascended to full citizenship, obtaining equal tax status and property rights. Their children, too, could inherit citizenship, yet some states, such as Sparta, veered towards discouraging immigration or periodic expulsion of xenoi, reflecting the strained relationship between foreigners and local citizens, especially during times of war and economic hardship. In this mosaic of relationships and social hierarchies, ancient Greece unfolded as a realm where lives intertwined, destinies clashed, and the complexities of human connections echoed through the ages.